Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Duluth FC Blue-Green Soccer here on the iFan Sports Network alongside my production engineer, Craig Morrissey. This is Matt Johnson coming to you live from Walt Hunting Stadium and Marv Heikkinen Field here in Duluth, Minnesota, where the Blue-Greens about to embark on the season opener for 2026 here, taking on Siouxland United, the top two teams in the standings a year ago, meeting up here for the Blue-Greens' first game of this MPSL North Conference season. Duluth FC coming off a season in which the Blue-Greens claimed the MPSL North Conference regular season title with 23 points, going 7-1-2 during the regular season, while distance second place Siouxland United in the conference table. And then in the playoffs, the Blue-Greens fell to Joy St. Louis by the final score of 3-2 in the opening round of the MPSL North Conference playoffs across the bridge at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. From there, Duluth FC went on to down the St. Paul Blackhawks 3-2 in the Minnesota Super Cup semifinals before falling to Minneapolis SC 2-0 in the title game of that competition in St. Paul to officially end the 2025 campaign. So that's how last year panned out for Duluth FC in the postseason. It has been an offseason of change for the Blue-Greens as former head coach Tomas Pazzo resigned to take an assistant coach job at Northern Kentucky University and has since been replaced by first-year head coach Will Mindstrom. A former standout for NCAA Division III members UW Superior, Mindstrom is familiar with the soccer scene here in the Twin Ports area and recently served as an assistant coach at his alma mater under head coach Joe Mooney. Duluth FC will also have an almost entirely new roster this season as the Blue-Greens return just 7 players who have played for the team in the past. With that said, there are a few familiar faces that will be wearing blue and green this year for Duluth FC, most notably goalkeeper Alex Paredes, defenders Nathan Porter and Jacob Wiles, along with midfielder Harvey McLaughlin, forward Joao Magalhaes, as well as Parker Chasty and Orlando Fertelman, all of whom spent time with the Blue-Greens last season. So it has been a offseason of major changes for the Blue-Greens heading into this season opener here tonight. Meanwhile, Siouxland United, the Outlaws, have already played a game this season, having downed Sioux Falls Thunder 4-1 in their season opener on Wednesday at Bishop Healand High School in Sioux City, Iowa. In that contest, Siouxland United scored 3 of their 4 goals in the second half after falling behind 1-0 in the opening 10 minutes, thanks to a goal from Nick North of the Thunder. The Outlaws equalized just before half when Ken Naito scored in the 41st minute to send the game into the intermission even at 1 apiece. In the second half, the Outlaws got goals from Koki Ogawa Sho Sokurai early in the second half before an additional tally from Samuel Mailer made the final 4-1. In fact, the Blue-Greens are the only team in the MPSL that hasn't played a game yet heading into tonight's contest. So this is a season opener for the Blue-Greens, and it is the second game of the season so far here early in 2026 for Siouxland United. So that's the story here from Walt Hunting Stadium and Marv Heikkinen Field. And as you can see, the two teams are making their way to the center circle for the introduction. So we'll turn things over to our public address announcer for the introduction of the two teams, the national anthem, and then we'll be back in just a moment with the opening kick of this MPSL North Conference opener for the Blue-Greens and for Siouxland United. That's coming up in just a couple of minutes, so stick around. This is Duluth FC Soccer, brought to you by the iFan Sports Network.
Number 5, Xavier Davidson. Number 6, Kyohei Ikush. Number 9, Yamuro Urakami. Number 10, Kito Epomae. Number 10, Diego Espinoza Mendez. Number 17, Shion Iganaki. Number 19, Jin Yamamoto. Number 20, Tayo Kushida. Number 29, Diogo Herrera. And number 66, Andre Ferreira. The head coach of Siouxland is Alex Trent. And now let's meet the starting 11 for your Duluth FC Blue-Greens. At defense, number 2, Matias Valsici. At defense number 3, Joe Wilson. At defense number 4, Nathan Porter. At defense number 5, Jacob Wiles. At defense number 6, Cole Size. At forward number 7, Akeem Solimana. At midfield number 8, Mateus Gomez. At forward number 9, Seth Davidson. At midfield number 10, Kenji Doris. At forward number 23, Roy Nazawa. And at goalkeeper number 33, Alex Torres. The assistant coach, Stephen Sean. The head coach of the Blue Greens is Will Nastrom. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your hats to honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Matt Johnson back here alongside my production engineer, Mr. Craig Morrissey, bringing you the season opener as the two teams have been introduced. The national anthem has been played, and we're moments away from getting this MPSL North Conference season opener for the Blue Greens for 2026 underway here. The opponents tonight, Siouxland United. These two teams finished in first and second place, respectively, in the regular season standings a year ago. The Blue Greens going 7 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws, finishing with 23 points on the season. Meanwhile, Siouxland United went 6-4, finishing with 18 points, 5 points behind the Blue Greens in the final standings going in that conference tournament a year ago. As I mentioned in the Open, Duluth FC losing in the opening round to number 4 seed Joy Athletic Club of St. Louis Park, 3-2, before they, in the postseason, defeat St. Paul Blackhawks as part of the Minnesota Super Cup, 3-2. Both those games are played over in Superior at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. And then the Blue Greens closed out the season with that loss to Minneapolis City SC in the Minnesota Super Cup final. Siouxland United, meanwhile, like I said, already played a game, defeating Sioux Falls Thunder 4-1 in their opener. A lot of newcomers on the field for both teams. Heavy Japanese influence for Siouxland United this season. In fact, I was told by head coach Will Mindstrom going into this one that 9 of these players for Siouxland United played together at the same junior college down in Iowa Western, so they're very familiar with each other. Going through the starters for Duluth FC, Mateus Valsecki, Joseph Wilson, Nathan Porter, Jacob Wiles, Paul Size, Akeem Sulemana, Mateus Gomez, Seth Davidson, Kenji Vertile Dorales, Roy Nazawa, and in goal Augustin Warno here for Duluth FC in this opener here at home. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Cloudy skies here in Duluth, temperatures in the high 50s, maybe even lower than that. In fact, probably in the low 50s, low to mid 50s, and being maybe a little bit overly optimistic with the temperature being in the high 50s. But either way, we're underway. The opening kick taken here by Siouxland United. The Outlaws and the Blue Greens underway here. Again, thank you for joining us here for the season opener. Blue Greens, by the way, will be back home on Wednesday against Joy Athletic. We'll talk more about that as we move on here in the broadcast here tonight. In the meantime, Siouxland United taking the opening kickoff and now playing it near side. Diogo Pereira going all the way back, and now they'll switch the field to the far side. See what kind of approach Duluth FC takes to this game. Like I said, a lot of newcomers on this Duluth FC squad. Going down there for the Blue Greens was Gomez, and he drives a foul about 40 yards away from the goal to our right, being played and defended by Andre Ferreira, who gets the start in goal here for the Outlaws. Free kick here coming up for the Blue Greens. Standing over this one is Gomez on the right foot. Blue Greens last year scored 17 goals while giving up 8. And here's the ball in right away and right into the waiting arms there of Ferreira as he comes off of his line and will grab it in the middle of his 18. He'll roll it now near side. A lot of UW Superior players on this team. Will Meinstrom, for those of you who might be familiar with him, played his college soccer across the bridge at UW Superior. And there are several former and current Yellow Jackets on this squad here for Duluth FC this summer as this ball now comes to the near side. Making a run up the wing now, it's Pereira. Playing it forward, he was trying to get Kitu Infomani, and it'll go out of play now. We'll have a throw coming up near side here for Siouxland United. As the throw comes in now into the middle, and the Blue Greens will try to clear it back toward midfield for Seth Davidson, who heads the ball to the near side. Davidson completed his freshman season at UW Superior this past year and was the Rookie of the Year in the UMAC Conference with 15 goals and 8 assists for the Yellow Jackets, helping the Yellow Jackets to their 8th straight NCAA tournament appearance. In the process, we'll have a throw now near side. Diogo Pereira will take it here for the Outlaws. Just over 2 minutes elapsed here in this opening half. Here from Walt Hunting Stadium and Marv Heikkinen Field in Duluth. Like I said, cloudy skies. Not much of a breeze on the field, however, pregame. I was able to walk the field a little bit as this one goes out of play, and it'll be a throw here now for the Blue Greens. Sulamana will give it off, and we'll have a throw now coming up near side. It'll be taken by Valsecki here for Duluth FC, one of a few Brazilians on the squad this season here for Coach Will Meinstrom in his first year. Angling ball now here is Seth Davidson trying to turn. Davidson for the Blue Greens trying to turn on the right foot. Now gets a step inside and we'll play it forward, and now he'll continue his run. Coming near side. Intercepted on a nice back play there by Xavier Davidson, and he'll play it back on the turf here for Ferreira, who will send it to the far side. Sent back in with the left foot by Joseph Wilson here for the Blue Greens, another one of the newcomers, as coming out to the top of his 18 is Ferreira, and he'll hold on to it there. Patient start to this one here so far as it comes all the way back. Abdul Abdallah now here for Siouxland United. In the middle now, Kiyohei Iguchi. And now he'll be brought down by the Blue Greens' Kenji Vertel Dorlus, who is a native of Montreal, Quebec. Gets whistled for the foul, and we'll have a free kick now coming up here for the Outlaws. Stage of the season, a lot of feeling out going on here with so many new pieces for both squads. Meanwhile, Davidson now goes all the way back for Ferreira in his own 18. He'll swing it now as they switch the field for Abdallah near side. Now Ferreira sends over the top of everybody. Good high press there by the Blue Greens to create the turnover. And Sulamana will take a quick throw now for Valsecki. Valsecki now playing it in the middle. High touch now, Yamato Urakami will play forward here for Siouxland United. Augustin Warno, one of the returners from last year for the Blue Greens, will play it now on the deck. And now he'll scoop it up and roll it outside now for Joseph Wilson. Far side of the field now. On the Blue Greens, it's Nathan Porter, another one of the returners for the Blue Greens. This is his third season, in fact, Duluth FC now for Nathan Porter, team captain tonight for Duluth FC. The throw comes in now. Higuchi to the outside now. Roy Nazawa for Duluth FC into the middle. They switch the field now. Belsecki running up the right side. And then overcooked his pass intended for Sulemana. Higuchi again now, and he'll go all the way back. All through the middle, touch forward. Diego Mendez now continuing it on to the far wing, and now here come the Outlaws. Trying to break forward. Looking for the foul call was Yamato Urakami. Our center referee, Brian Wood, said no, and we play on here. As the ball comes near side now for Gomez. Belsecki now. Playing it forward. In the middle now, Nazawa. Roy Nazawa coming forward now on the right foot. Nazawa, edge of the 18. Now plays the sport ball out. Here's Sulemana. Keem Sulemana. Native of Saarbrücken in Germany. Plays it to the outside now, Nazawa. Crossing it in toward the 6, looking for Davidson. Brought down by Sulemana. Out to the outside. Paul Sayas for Duluth FC. Bertal Doralis in the middle now for Sulemana, and we're going to have a foul called on the German midfielder here for Duluth FC. It'll be a free kick here coming up for the Outlaws. First real spell of build-up play we've seen from the Blue Greens here so far in the season openers. Just about 7 minutes into it. And a free kick now in the back. Looks like Davidson will take it. And he'll play it up the far wing. Porter there to measure it, heads it out. It'll be a throw now here for Siouxland United. These two teams will meet again, by the way, on June 19th. So in a few weeks. Down in Sioux City. Ball's played all the way back now. And here's Ferreira to the near side for Abdallah. Cagey start here between the two sides. Nearly 8 minutes into this opening half. Jin Yamamoto now being harassed from behind. And the foul will be given here. It'll be whistled against Mateus Gomez here. For Duluth FC, free kick here coming up. Taking it quickly now is Davidson. And that angling ball gets through everybody. Wilson will track it down here for the Blue Greens and play it out off of Shion Inagaki on the far side. It'll be a throw here for the Blue Greens up the far wing. Kenji Dorlis. Drawing that whistle. And Wilson now with the left foot. Sulemana as it took a deflection. Squares it outside. Belsecki on the run. Trying to come in, and it'll be touched out, and it'll be off of the blue-green right outside back. Throw coming up here. Diogo Pereira. Looks like he'll be the one to take it here. Crowd still filing in here. Probably a good 300-400 people here maybe so far. Not bad for a season opener. Also not bad considering the weather conditions. It actually rained earlier today. Kind of a sprinkling type of rain, but nevertheless. It's been a very cool and somewhat clammy, I would say, spring season here in the Twin Ports of Duluth and Superior. As ball comes all the way back now, Jacob Wiles for Duluth FC, one of the returners from last year, goes all the way back for Warno. And now Wiles trying to go to the far side of the field. Ball will be headed back. Nathan Porter. And it comes all the way back now for Davidson. Now Pereira on the left foot, approaching the midfield stripe. Goes back for Abdallah. Now they'll try to switch the field again. Davidson's ball through the middle. Yamamoto there. Got away from Kenji Vertile Dorlis for Duluth FC. And now here's a ball in the 18. Wiles ranging back will clear it away with the left foot. Ball into the Duluth FC 18 will result in a throw here for the Outlaws as we're into the 10th minute now. And like I said, it's been a cagey start here. Not a lot of forays in the 18 either way. Throw comes in now. Porter for the Blue Greens heads it forward. Now Wilson switching it outside. Some space to work with there now for Valsecki. Mateus Valsecki now playing it near side. Here's Sulemana. Saez for Duluth FC now going back for Jacob Wiles. Now Sulemana. Valsecki. And trying to shield it away there from the oncoming Pereira, and he'll draw a foul, and we'll have a free kick here coming up. Off the restart, Valsecki now going back. Here's Jacob Wiles. And now here's Joseph Wilson on the far side. Bertal Dorless here for Duluth FC going back into the 18. Top of his box at Warno. We'll switch it for Valsecki near side. Trying to step through. Infomani actually got a piece of him, but now here's some space for Bertal Dorless. Plays it outside. Roy Nazawa playing it to the edge of the 18. It'll go out of play, and they're going to call a goal kick. Seth Davidson was making a crashing run toward the 6 there for the Blue Greens. An offset goal kick. Now near side Pereira. Infomani will go all the way back. Now ball through the middle. Intercepted there by Gomez for the Blue Greens. Tried to play toward the 18, and that'll result in a Duluth FC throw. Sulemana will take it quickly. Valsecki. Sulemana. Bertal Dorless now near side. Saez. Paul Saez now. And he'll go all the way back for Gus Warnell, who's now outside his box. Goes with the left foot across midfield. Headed down. Nazawa. Now Wilson. Now squared outside. Valsecki coming forward. Nazawa on the turn. Roy Nazawa. Davidson trying to 1-2 there with Gomez, and the pass was just off the mark. Still nice build-up there by the Blue Greens. Starting to settle into the game a little bit more as we move on now. Nearly 13 minutes elapsed in this opening 45. From Marv Heikkinen Field and Walt Hunting Stadium in Duluth. Ball through the middle now. Here's Wiles. Shielding away an outlaw defender. Now Joseph Wilson to the far side. Nazawa. Bertal Dorless. And Nazawa goes down, and we'll have a free kick here coming up. So Duluth FC, like I said, selling in the game pretty well here. Haven't been a lot of opportunities as of yet, but like I said, they've had a nice spell of possession here these last 4 or 5 minutes. As we continue on, Nathan Porter standing over this one now for Duluth FC. Playing it short now. Bertal Dorless. Porter, left-footed ball in, looking for Seth Davidson, back post. Pereira's there. And everybody gets tangled up a little bit there. No harm, no foul, as Pereira comes off of his line to grab that one on a hop. Actually, nice defensive play that time by Pereira to shield off Davidson, who's coming backside post. And here's the ball now to the far side. Touched out of play by Urakami, and it'll be another Duluth FC throw. So Duluth FC, like I said, growing in the game here as we go. That's what you would expect in the season opener. Throw comes in now for Gomez. He'll head it forward. Davidson now putting pressure on, and he'll be whistled for the foul, getting in the back of Xavier Davidson on the far side. The two Davidsons coming together. Number 9 in white for Duluth FC and number 5 in orange for the Outlaws of Siouxland United. Size now off the intercept. Sulemana will switch it now. Valsecki coming in on the right foot. Mateus Valsecki. Nice ball back post. Nazawa there waiting for it. Tackled away there on a nice defensive play by Taiyo Kushida. And now poked out of play by the aforementioned Kushida. It'll be a throw here coming up for the Blue Greens. Porter taking it quickly. In for Gomez. Now Porter turning it over, and now the Outlaws will try to spring forward. Here's Wilson, and he'll head it out for a Siouxland United throw. Throw comes in now. And it'll be collected by Jacob Wiles here for the Blue Greens on his right foot. Warno. Balsecki. Sulemana flicking it forward over midfield. Now Abdallah going all the way back for Ferreira in his 18. High press now from the Blue Greens. Ball forward, now chested forward by Yamato Urakami. And turning on the right foot, Cheyenne Inagaki in the middle now. Kitu Infomani had it momentarily. Fertile doorless for the Blue Greens, able to turn it back, and now here come the Blue Greens on a counterattack. Roy Nazawa trying to release it for Seth Davidson. Ball intercepted on a nice play by Xavier Davidson. But now here's Gomez, and then he overhit the pass. Had Seth Davidson about 25 yards from goal. Could have been an opportunity there, but again, that's that early season stuff where you're just trying to work out the rust a little bit, trying to get on the same page. A bunch of new guys playing together. Abdallah now coming for Siouxland United. On the near side. Now Pereira. A ball forward for Yamamoto. And it'll come into the 18, and Warno coming off of his line will smother at the top of his 18, and now he'll roll it near side for Mateus Balsecki. Gomez. And now Darless will go all the way back for Warno to the outside. Size. Paul Sias now. Nathan Porter back for Sias. Inagaki got in the way of the pass. And now Wilson will send it forward. Flag stays down. Here's Seth Davidson now for the Blue Greens. Juggling a couple times on his head. Now he turns on the right foot. Cuts inside the 18, goes down, and we're going to have a whistle, and a penalty kick's going to be given here. As the UMAC Freshman of the Year from 2025. Seth Davidson on the turn. Got inside. Saw that a lot from him as a Yellow Jacket this past year. Had the opportunity to cover UWS for many years. And like I said, the leading scorer for Duluth, or for UW Superior, excuse me, draws the penalty kick. We'll see if he takes it. 15 goals in his rookie campaign for Seth Davidson. It looks like he will be the one to take it here as we're in the 19th minute. Seth Davidson looking to open up the account for 2026 here for Duluth FC. Now the whistle, shot is saved. The rebound is there for Nazawa. And Seth Davidson coming up empty. I don't think he hit it as well as he wanted to. Ferreira able to dive to his right and make the save. Nazawa was nearly there for the rebound. That's the first shot on goal we've had by either team here so far, and now that one will be headed out far side by Jin Yamamoto. There'll be a throw here coming up here for the Blue Green, so it could be a big moment. Like I said, I don't think he hit it as well as he wanted to. Didn't get it into the corner as much. As now Sulemana trying to dance through. It's popped up into the air. Far side. Wilson now trying to turn. And this one will go out of play. It'll be a throw here coming up now for the Outlaws, so that's a big moment. Clearly the best scoring opportunity either team has had here so far. The big save by Ferreira on Seth Davidson. And we remain scoreless here as we enter the 21st minute from Duluth. Throw in. Urakami got his foot to it momentarily, and then it bounced in harmlessly on goal. Warnell there to make the save on it, grab it. And now Mateus Valsecki releasing forward now. Sulemana has got some space. Sulemana now has options with him. Will go outside now. Nozawa. Roy Nozawa with Valsecki making the overlapping run. Now Sulemana back for Nozawa. Tried to touch it forward. Gets intercepted. And now the ball sent forward toward midfield. Headed wide. And now here's a turn by Yamamoto. And a foul going to be whistled here against Mateus Gomez of Duluth FC. We'll have a free kick now. We'll have 5 yards onto the Duluth FC side of midfield. Diego Mendez standing over it. Looks like he'll give way now. Davidson now will play it short. Far side. Xavier Davidson now for the Outlaws. And this one now will be played out off of Saez of Duluth FC for an outlaw throw here. Nearly halfway home in this opening 45 minutes. No score as of yet. Scoring chances have been few and far between as this one's thrown in, cleared away by Joseph Wilson here for Duluth FC. We'll have a throw in the deep corner now. Tayo Kushida looks like he'll be the one to take it here for the Outlaws. And here is his throw. Line drive into the 6-yard area. Rising up for the header there was Xavier Davidson. Grabbing on one hop was Warno, and now he'll send it outside. Valsecki's got room. Valsecki now cutting inside. Turn and he'll play it back. Saez back for Wilson. Wilson now to the outside. Nathan Porter. Porter for the Blue Greens. Lifting it forward. Xavier Davidson playing it away from Seth Davidson. And now will go out of play far side. Off of Mendez for a Duluth FC throw here. More than halfway home now in this opening half. No score. Duluth FC with the best opportunity on the penalty kick by Seth Davidson that was saved by Andre Ferreira if you're just joining us. It's been the only really dangerous opportunity we've had either way. Now Valsecki on the right foot. Coming inside. Gomez. And now we're going to have a foul called here on Paul Saez, I believe, here of Duluth FC. Free kick here coming up. And our referee for the night, Brian Wood, having a conversation here with Saez. As Ferreira now takes the free kick, they'll go all the way back now for Ferreira. Abdallah now for the Outlaws. Xavier Davidson on the right side. Ball forward now. Kitu Infomani. Near side now for Diogo Pereira. And now Yamamoto, and they're going to have another foul called here on Saez. They're going to give him a yellow card here. Apparently grabbed a hold of Yamamoto as he made his move to the left side. It's our first yellow card. Comes in the 25th minute. And a free kick now for the Outlaws in a good spot. Gucci standing over on the right foot. Inagaki on the left foot. Duluth FC going to man mark top of the 18 here. Seth Davidson's going to come back for the Blue Greens as well here.
We're back on the field. It's like, I don't know where the outside line is.
Yeah.
Bending ball now.
Yeah, we got some
Headed up in the air by Size, who just got the yellow card. Cleared away by Wilson. Now to the far side. Diego Mendez here for Siouxland United. Inagaki. Sliding tackle by Gomez. Now Balsecki, who's had a good first half here for Duluth FC. Nazawa trying to lift it to the far side, headed away. And that'll bound out of play. It'll be a throw here for the Blue Greens, taken by Nathan Porter. Native of Glasgow, Scotland, like I said, in his third year now with the Blue Greens. Nathan Porter spent last season with Union Commonwealth in a IA school, where he was a teammate of fellow Blue Green starter here tonight, Akeem Sulemana. That's Jacob Wiles, near side, Valsecki. Now Seth Davidson. Trying to release forward there for Nozawa, who is making the run right side. Cleared as far as Nathan Porter. Now it's Cheyenne Inagaki. Size. Wilson back for Paul Saez. Sulemana. And now he gets tangled up with Kiyohei Iguchi, and it'll be a free kick here for the Blue Greens. Halftime less than 20 minutes away here. Joseph Wilson standing over this one. Wilson, a native of Liverpool in England. Spent last season with Alabama Huntsville, University of Alabama Huntsville, Division II school, before now he'll be transferring to William Carey for 2026. Standing over this one on the left foot. Gives it a ride now near side. Finds Nazawa. Roy Nazawa coming inside now, native of Tokyo, Japan. Has it taken off of his foot. And now he'll be sent over midfield. Warno calling off Wiles, plays it out. Mateus Valsecki. Nazawa, nice little flick there. Valsecki now coming forward. Kenji Vertile Doralis now for Duluth FC. To the far side for Porter. Sulemana. Sulemana now. Turning on the left foot. Now running out of real estate. Keeps the ball in, and they're going to say went out of play now, far side. Throw here coming up now for the Outlaws. Throw comes in, headed in the air now by Wilson. Turning now is Yamamoto, Jin Yamamoto. In the middle now, they'll switch the field near side. Here's Infomani. Pereira making the run. Nice tackle there by Gomez. Now Nazawa. Roy Nazawa. Vertel Dorless, nice job to pick out Sulemana on the far side. Now on the overlap, Size. Paul Size. And to play in the middle, that'll go out of play, and we'll have our first corner kick of the ball game. Nice little counterattack there by the Blue Greens. They've looked good in possession so far. Just that finishing touch has not been there, which you would expect in a season opener. Looks like it'll be Sulemana that'll go over to the far corner flag and take it on the right foot, so it should be an in-swinger. So it appears that the Outlaws are going to man mark here, everybody getting into the 6-yard area. Sulemana now. Bending ball. Well placed. There's a header by Davidson off the crossbar. Rebound is there, and the shot was taken by Porter. And there was a momentary appeal for a handball, but good look there. Seth Davidson off the crossbar. The follow-up by Porter. And we'll have a second attempt at it here now for the Blue Greens from the far side flag. Sulemana will play it short. Nazawa coming inside now. Couldn't get as much on the left-footed cross as he wanted, and it'll be sent out here. That was the best opportunity in regular gameplay here that we've seen. Porter Porter will take the toss. Head up in the air now by Dorless. Now sent forward. Now on the near side. Kitu Infomani. Playing it short now. Inagaki trying to make a move. Belsecki, and he'll play it out. Off of Diogo Pereira for a Duluth FC throw. Jacob Wiles now will pop it in the air back toward midfield. Headed down. Size with the inside flick. Kenji Vertile Dorless trying to dance his way forward. Oh, Pereira go all the way back for Ferreira in the 18. He'll angle the ball to the far side and out off the right foot there of Teo Kushida. With FC off the throw, and here's Mateus Gomez. Porter. Back for Jacob Wiles. UMAC Defender of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, in fact, for Jacob Wiles. Playing it forward now. Here is Nazawa. Wai Nazawa. For Seth Davidson. Davidson hitting the deck. Trying to run it down far side, and it'll be shepherded out there by Abdul Abdallah here for the Outlaws. Get the feeling Duluth FC, though, like I said, continuing to grow into the game here. They've looked very good in possession for about 15 minutes now. You know, tilt the field a little bit here these last, like I said, 5-10 minutes. That's off the restart now, far side. Abdallah on the right side. Now, Xavier Davidson. Coming forward now is Gucci. Gucci's ball now to the outside. Turning on the right foot is Infomani. Back for Abdallah and all the way back into the 18 again. Ferreira's ball. And he'll lift one right side. And head it out play there by Belsecki. Throw coming up now for Pereira. Abdallah now on the right foot. Let's slow it down here a bit. 33rd minute, still scoreless. Duluth FC has had the better of the opportunities so far, but nothing in the back of the net as of yet. As Inagaki now playing it inside. Wilson running it down from the backside, and now he'll send it out of play for a Siouxland United throw. Looks like it'll be a long one as Pereira going to line this one up. Arcing throw in. Headed out by Wilson. Zawa now will just play it out for a throw. Throw from Pereira comes in. All the way back Abdallah. Ball forward. Size. Gomez. Off the intercept. Switch it now for Porter. Porter. Gomez. Sulemana, who's now switched sides. He started on the right, now he's on the left, and he ran into trouble there. Now the Outlaws trying to counter back. On the turn. So poor move now made by Urakami. Near the 18. Turning with it now is Mendez. Play it back to the outside. Kushida. Now Inagaki. Let me get in the middle. And the flag goes up. We'll have an offside whistle here. It's the first time we've really seen some possession here, extended possession anyway, from Siouxland United in this game. Not a bad idea. Tried to clip it over the top. Flag went up. Offside call, and Warno will take the free kick here for the Blue Greens. A little over 10 minutes away from halftime here. I said it's been a pretty tactical start between the two sides. These two teams finished again at the top of the MPSL North Conference standings a year ago. But a lot of change both ways here. As now ball comes all the way back, and Ferreira had to get rid of it quickly. Sulemana was putting pressure on. Now it's Gomez. Mateus Gomez. Playing it on now, Balsecki into the 18. He'll play it outside now. Here's Nazawa. Roy Nazawa. And that one will go out of play. We'll have a throw now for the Blue Greens. Duluth FC with the two best chances of the game here so far. The penalty kick from Seth Davidson. Also the header off the bar from the corner kick by Davidson earlier on. Follow up by Porter. Dorless now. And the ball sent forward. Sai is heading it back toward the middle of the field. Mendez trying to take it. Balsecki now will run it down and it'll go out of play, and we'll have a throw here coming up. Quick throw in all. Sulemana flicking it in the air. Yamamoto. Outside now for Kushida. Diego Mendez trying to go back to the far side. Now Gomez. Trying to release Nazawa. Under hit the pass. Intercepted there by Iguchi. And like I said, what you've seen here so far from both teams, the finishing touch just not quite there at this point of the season. Now ball in the middle now, looking for Infomani. And it'll be cleared near side. We'll have a throw here coming up for Pereira. Now the overlapping ball on the left foot. Yamato Urakami's ball, though, intended for a Pereira over hit. And there'll be another throw here coming up. Kushida now. Xavier Davidson. Higuchi. Back for Xavier Davidson. Now Ferreira. Side of his own 18. For Andre Ferreira. Playing for Diego Pereira. Now Yohei Iguchi to the far side now. Kushida. Now Jin Yamamoto dispossessed. And it's Gomez now for the Blue Greens. Suleiman has come now back to the right side. Now running forward is Inagaki. Abdallah intercepting that ball. Now to the far side. Pereira. Infomani. And to play it through the middle. Ball's loose. Here's a shot attempt. Save is made. That's coming in with Cheyenne Inagaki. That was dangerous. First real good save there for Warno, and it's out to the far side. It'll be a throw. So Siouxland United now playing a bit more possession. Both teams have had some looks now as Warno will go down and make a big save there. And Inagaki, as he was coming forward. Throw comes in now. Seth Davidson for Duluth FC. We'll go all the way back. Here's Jacob Wiles. Now Mateus Balsecki. Mizawa. Touches off the mark. Now Iguchi turning it back. Diego Mendez. Sending it forward. Mizawa able to intercept. Paul Saez now goes back. Warno. A little under that one with the left foot. And Wilson now will give it a ride to the far side. It'll be out for a Siouxland United throw. 5 minutes and change away from halftime here. No score. Been tightly played between the two sides here. Couple of looks each way, but nothing in the back of the net as of yet. Now Sulemana. To the outside for Nazawa. Taken off of his foot. K2 Infomani. Now Pereira. A step over move there. Gets around one, gets around two. Pereira now coming edge of the 18. And that one will be tackled out now by Wiles. They'll have a throw here coming up. Infomani bending a ball in, and that'll go over the top of everything. It'll be a goal kick here coming up for the Blue Greens. Head coach Alex Trent not particularly happy with that ball. Arms outstretched on the far side as if to say, we didn't really need that ball. In the meantime, Gus Morneau will take the goal kick here as he sends it toward midfield. Davidson trying to hit it outside. Now here's Porter. Size. Infomani now. Azawa. Gomez. Looking for Porter. Dangerous ball back. And Andre Ferreira had to come off of his line and give that one a ride toward midfield. Size now. And they're hand fighting over there. And a foul going to be given against Yamato Urakami, which will lead to a free kick here. We have a blue-green down on the field. It's Mateus Gomez right near the midfield stripe. Looks like he might have taken a little bit of a knock there. Our center referee, Brian Wood, coming over to give a look. Heading toward the 42nd, make it the 43rd minute here. No score as of yet. A couple of good looks each way. Seth Davidson with a couple of good looks for the Blue Greens, including getting stopped from the penalty spot. And also a good look for Cheyenne Inagaki of the Outlaws, but no score as we play on here later stages, first half. And Urakami going to draw a foul this time against the Blue Greens. Free kick ticking quickly here. Iguchi. Infomani. And now Doralus going to get whistled for that one. Kenji Fertile Doralus gets whistled for that one. Second yellow card, both of them against the Blue Greens here. One against Paul Saez. One against Kenji Vertile Doralus for Duluth FC, and we'll have a free kick here. Kiyoe Iguchi standing over it. Now Abdallah will come in and he'll touch it short. And now foul against Nozawa. Couple of Japanese players coming together there. Abdallah now playing it back. Iguchi coming forward. Oh, Infomani. Iguchi now looking to switch the field. Porter lost his footing, now into the middle. Attempt there for Urakami, and well done there defensively by Wiles. Shielded away, allowing Warno to grab it off the turf. Duluth FC getting bottled up a little bit here these last few minutes. Now Infomani. Urakami into the 18. Took a heavy touch, and it'll be a goal kick here coming up. Seconds away from the first 45 being complete. We'll see if there's any added time. I wouldn't think there'd be much, if at all, if any, for that matter. Goal kick here coming up for Warno. Look for there by Size. Now Seth Davidson, and a little bit of a late whistle there, but they're going to call him for shouldering Diego Pereira to the turf. And now Pereira going to try to shake out the cobwebs a little bit here. And our trainer, Christy Wilkie, will come out and have a look. Like I said, I wouldn't think there'd be much more than maybe a minute or two here, if that even, added to this opening 45 minutes. Been very cagey so far. Both teams have had their moments in possession. Last about 5, 10, maybe even 15 minutes, Siouxland United's had the ball the majority of the time. The previous 10, 15 minutes, the Blue Greens were possessing the ball and creating chances. So both teams have had moments here so far. As Pereira is now up to his feet to our right. Like, yeah, he took it right in the right shoulder there and not going to walk off. So the Outlaws will play a few seconds here of 10 on 11 without Pereira available here. Now Brian Wood having a conversation with Seth Davidson here. Right near midfield. With that last interaction. Abdallah will give it a ride. Suleiman off the intercept. Now Gomez. Dorales. And now we're going to have a whistle and a free kick. Is that what the call is here? Apparently it is. They're going to have a drop ball here. Gomez is going to send it wide. Now here's Saez. Saez now. Nazawa. Tried to step over Flick, I think, on that one. Gucci off the intercept, and now we'll go out of play off Valsecki. Throw coming up here will be taken by Kitu Infomani as Pereira has returned to the game here. So trying to shake out that right shoulder. Throw comes up. Valsecki now. Sending it forward, headed down, back the other way by Abdallah. And now Gomez will send it out. Pereira on the throw. Inagaki now. And that's how the first half will end as the whistle goes. 45 minutes are in the books. 45 minutes still to play. Duluth FC and Siouxland United fit to be tied. Scoreless here through 45 minutes. And with the two teams taking a break, we will take an extended break as well. As the season opener between Duluth FC and Siouxland United continues on here from Walt Hunting Stadium and Marv Heikkinen Field in Duluth, Minnesota. No score. You're watching Duluth FC Soccer on iFan TV.
Better begins with the way we see each other. Better begins with the way we treat each other. Better begins with the way we care for each other. Better begins at Aspirus Health, bringing out the better in all of us.
Matt Johnson alongside my production engineer here at iFan, Craig Morrissey, back with you from Walt Hunting Stadium and Marv Heikkinen Field, getting ready for the start of the second half of this MPSL North Conference opener for the Duluth FC Blue Greens, taking on Siouxland United. Scoreless at the half between the two teams, couple of chances each way. Duluth FC's best chances coming courtesy of Seth Davidson, rising up off of a corner kick taken by Akeem Sulemana. Head one off the crossbar, a follow-up by Nathan Porter was stopped. And then also the biggest play probably of that half, the save by Andre Ferreira on the penalty kick taken by Seth Davidson as well in that first half. The best look that Siouxland United had came off the right foot of Cheyenne Inagaki. It was saved by Augustin Warno. And as a result, we are, like I said, scoreless here, getting ready to start this second half here. The Blue Greens will be going from right to left, while the Outlaws will be going from left to right. A quick reminder, I should say, our next broadcast coming up this coming Wednesday, the 27th. First game of the season between the Blue Greens and Joy Athletic Club will be right here at Walt Hunting Stadium and Marv Heikkinen Field. 7 p.m., the opening kick of that one. Yours truly on with the pregame starting about 6:45 or 6:50.
There may be an update to that one, too.
Oh, really?
As there is a ceremony that's going to take place on Wednesday at 7. So there may be a little bit of shifting in that.
Oh, okay.
Frame. So just to be aware, to pay attention to schedules and social media.
That's good to know. For more information on that, I'm sure you can go to the website, DuluthFC.com. Also check out the Facebook pages and the respective Twitter, X accounts, Instagram as well. So if that is the case, but that's how it is right now anyway, we'll see what ends up happening there as Duluth FC taking the second half kickoff and sending it down the field, courtesy of the left foot of Joseph Wilson, and it'll be a throw now for the Outlaws. On the far side, it'll be taken apparently by Diogo Pereira, who took a bit of a knock in the first half, went shoulder to shoulder with Seth Davidson, went down with a right shoulder contusion perhaps. It came right back, and now here's Duluth FC with Kenji Bertile Dorless. Now ball coming into the 18, and that one will be cleared away again by the aforementioned Diogo Pereira. Appreciate the update on that, Mr. Morrissey. I was unaware of that fact. Here's Paul Sias playing on a yellow card, trying to keep that ball in on the end line. Cleared away and off the left foot by Jin Yamamoto here for Siouxland United. It'll be a throw here for the Blue Greens, taken by Mateus Valsecki, who had a good first half. Running up the right wing for the Blue Greens. As the throw comes in, now skied back toward midfield. Here's Jacob Wiles. Ball's brought down now. On the left foot, Yamamoto. Through the middle, Valsecki. Taking it wide. All through everybody. Now Wilson will send it back over the top, and being held up there with Seth Davidson. And Abdul Abdallah doing the defensive work there for Siouxland United as it comes back into the 18. Ferreira for the Outlaws, sending it forward. Here's Nathan Porter. Porter. Saez now. Paul Saez. Spaniard will play to the near side. Here's Roy Nazawa. Continuing it on now. Crossed in neatly there by Porter with the left foot. Scooped off the turf there by Ferreira. And now he'll roll to the far side for Pereira. Dalla. Now Gucci will go back again. Yeah, very deliberate start to the first 45 minutes. See if the game opens up a little bit after adjustments by both coaching staffs at halftime. There's Infomani coming forward, gets around one. Well, plays it to the far side. Left-footed cross comes in. Easy pickings for Augustin Warno for the Blue Greens, and now he'll give it near side. Here's Sulemana. Outside the foot, playing it now for Roy Nazawa near side. Native of Tokyo, Japan, stepping inside with the right foot. Edge of the 18 now, Davidson. Seth Davidson trying to dance through and then lost the handle on it. The Outlaws able to turn it back. Urakami. Gomez trying to step through as well. Wins that ball cleanly. Now Gomez. Sitting outside, Sulemana. Team Sulemana. Nazawa on the right foot, turning, gets a shot away and leaves it high. And off the football crossbar. Roy Nozawa turning inside with that right foot. First good look we've seen from him. Scored 10 goals last year in his first season of college soccer for Casper College in Casper, Wyoming, and got a good look at that one with the right foot. Second corner kick, make a third corner kick here. Sulemana will take it far side now for the Blue Greens. Should be an outswinger with the right foot. Man for man marking here now by the Outlaws. Sulemana playing back post, and Ferrero will tip it out. We're going for Davidson on the backside. And we'll do it again here. It looks like this time it'll be Nozawa that will come over and take it, or at least set it up. 50th minute here. Nozawa plays short. Sulemana. Gomez. Back outside now, Sulemana. Dancing on the right foot. Plays the ball back post. Intended for size, and that one will be headed away by Abdallah. And out for another corner kick, so the Blue Greens tilting the field here at the start of the second half. Good crowd on hand, by the way. Probably about 400 or so people have guests in the stands for the season opener on a chilly Saturday afternoon, now in the early evening here in Duluth.
Okay, holiday weekend at that.
Incorrect. And we're going to have to do it again here. Well, Craig, you and I both know that the weather up here can be a little bit fickle, but this is about as cold as I can remember a season opener being.
It is, but it's been long awaited already. So it's glad to get it underway.
Right, yeah, exactly. Sulemana. Gonna play it short now. Here's Gomez. Gomez now turning on the 18. Sent in a low cross. That one cleared away. Sulemana now far sideline. Trying to make a turn. He'll go down, and we'll have a foul called, and it will be a free kick here for the Blue Greens. Whistle against Jin Yamamoto here of the Outlaws. Thankfully, we haven't had any rain, and the wind, while definitely present, is not whipping by any chance. So now Nozawa will play this one on the far side. Two-man wall here. Ferreira directing traffic. Nozawa's ball in. Took a hop, now cleared up the middle. Back toward midfield. Valsecki waiting for it now for the Blue Greens, and he'll go all the way back for Warno. Warno now with the left foot. Bertel Dorless now for Duluth FC. Paul Saez. Outside now Sulemana. Cutting inside. Around a couple. Switches the field back now for Valsecki. Mateus Valsecki. Brazilian now taking it to the outside on the right foot. Trying to curl it in, and Abdallah now will clear it away, and we're going to have another corner kick. So Duluth FC piling up the corner kicks here to start the second half, excuse me. Sulemana will go over and take this one. Looks like he's kind of designated corner kick taker here, at least in this first game for the Blue Greens. We'll play this one short. Now Gomez changing the angle. Lifts it in. Top of the 18, cleared away. Now Valsecki. Shot also hits traffic. And now a long ball over the top. That's just going to come to the top of the blue-green 18. Warno will take it there. Gomez, Jacob Wiles. Gomez back outside now. Valsecki left the ball toward midfield. Seth Davidson trying to bring it down. Now turns around a defender. He'll switch it near side for Nozawa. Nathan Porter making a run as well here for the Blue Greens as Roy Nozawa on the right foot. Saez coming forward. Plays it wide now. Here's Porter. Trying to cross it in, deflects out. And we'll have a throw now coming up. And it looks like Siouxland United wants to make a couple of changes here. Looks like Diogo Pereira is going to give way here.
I saw a sign that they were coming. I figured they were moving to school, but it said second location. It looks packed. I'm super excited. Plus, that's what I do on my breaks.
Also giving way is going to be Diego Mendez. As off the throw, comes into the middle. Toward the 18, Abdul Abdallah there now for Siouxland United, playing it forward. Jacob Wiles for Duluth FC, heading it wide. Blue Greens out, moves Suleimana to that right side. He's been very nifty on the wing here so far, number 7 in white. Very fast, very quick.
Substitution for Siouxland. In for Pereira, number 55, Yali Cohen. In for Kushida, number 16, Diego Espinoza Mendez.
Now off the throw, here's Suleimana. Trying to make a turn, hit the deck. We play on. Gomez now. Ball to the outside now, Yamamoto. We'll go it back now for Abdallah. And Gucci in the middle now. Yali Cohen, who was just checked in a moment ago, now plays it in the middle. Now Abdallah, back for Cohen. Cohen coming forward now, taking the space. Plays the ball forward. Sai's got in the way of that one. Now Porter. Azawa. Sai's. Fertile Doralist now. Kenji holding up with the right foot now. We'll play it all the way back for Jacob Wiles. Angling ball now. Well played there by Wiles. Finds Nazawa. Edge of the 18. Roy Nazawa. And he'll play it out for a corner kick. Really nice ball there from Jacob Wiles. I said 2025 UMAC Defensive Player of the Year for UW Superior across the bridge. Playing that ball to Nazawa, who had space on the left side. And then we'll draw another corner kick. Nazawa lining this one up now on the right foot. Nova of Tokyo, Japan. Blue Greens now with 5-6 players around the goal line here. Nazawa lifting it back post, and Seth Davidson, a little off balance there, overshot him. I've been trying to pick out Seth Davidson on the back post. They've done it a couple different times on corner kicks. Had one that went off the crossbar in the first half on that setup for the Blue Greens, but we still play on here scoreless. Davidson with good height at 6'1". Couldn't get up for that one, however, and now the Outlaws trying to break back to their direction. Ball through the middle. Here's Wiles. Lifting it to the outside, looking for his college teammate and Seth Davidson. Now Vertile Doralist. Gomez. And the Blue Greens will reset now. Balsecki. Back for Joseph Wilson. Nifty move there by the native of Liverpool, England. Now he comes back toward the midfield stripe. Nathan Porter. And now we'll have a throw here coming up near midfield. Another substitution here, looks like. For the Outlaws coming up, Duluth FC is yet to make a substitution. We'll see how long Will Mindstrom wants to keep that. Coming up on 60 minutes now. Santa's reserves up there warming up a couple different times, but so far has not pulled the trigger. So far, Siouxland United has made 3 substitutions. Also a couple of Blue Greens playing on yellow cards. Paul Size has one of them for Duluth FC. Kenji Bertile Doralist has the other. This one is headed into the corner and now out of play. And it'll be
Substitution for Siouxland in for
a goal kick here coming up. Goal kick headed back now. Valsecki to the outside now. Here's Gomez. Going way back for Warno in the 18. Dustin Warno now will left it to the far side. Headed out of play there by Kushida. It'll be a throw now coming up here for Duluth FC. Mateusz Valsecki. And we'll have a foul called now on Akeem Soleimana. Free kick here for the Outlaws, as we're now officially into the 60th minute. Still scoreless here. Like I said, it's been pretty much a cagey game here to this point. Not a lot of opportunities either way. Here's Yali Cohen, one of the substitutes. Inagaki. Now Nazawa. Trying to turn. Taking off the ball, no call. Nazawa won the foul call. Center referee Brian Wood said no. Now we switch to the far side of the field. And Famani now. Abdallah being pressured by Seth Davidson. Bring it back now. Ferreira. Clipping it toward midfield. Wilson heading it. Now Wiles. Gomez. Now Valsecki on the outside. Mateusz Valsecki. And we'll go all the way back now into the 18. Here's Warno. Seth Davidson now on the run. That one will be cleared away from him by Abdallah. No, I'm not going to say it was off of Davidson, so a throw going to be coming up here. Or are they going to call a foul? Let's see. Well, I think they're just going to call throw on that far side. Throw coming in. Brought down by Kushida on that far side. Now the players fighting for it. Now an opportunity here for the Outlaws. Inagaki coming forward, edge of the blue-green 18, and that one will be tackled out of play. It will be a throw here coming up.
Well, so we got a moment here, Matt. 10 years.
Yeah, it's
I wanted to mention it earlier in the first half.
Yeah.
But how do we wait till it's even better here in the second half? Congratulations here on a 10-year anniversary.
Oh, thank you. Well, you and I have been there from we were there at the start.
We were there at the beginning, that's for sure.
As the throw comes in, headed away by Yali Cohen to the near side, not a play. Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. It's been kind of a wild decade when you look at some of the things Duluth FC has also accomplished in that time. It's only missed the playoffs in the MPSL once in those 10 years. Yeah, and that year they missed by 1 point. And they would have gotten in. They had a goal differential advantage over the team that got in front of them, but they finished 1 point behind them. I remember in the standings that year, and that was the year that we got moved over to Duluth East.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because they were resurfacing this field here.
Yep.
At what used to be known as Public School Stadium, now, of course, Walt Hunting Stadium and Marv Heikkinen Field. But, yeah, made the playoffs every single year. A couple of national semifinal appearances in there for the Blue Greens as well. A couple of Midwestern regional championships.
Regional champs, yeah.
Yep. And also a few MPSL North championships as well, including last year when the team went 7-1-2 in the league and finished a few points ahead of this very same Siouxland United squad to take home the MPSL regular season North championship. So, yeah, it's been those 10 years have seen a lot of success for Duluth FC. And
sure
thankfully, we've been here, or at least I've been here for all of it, and you've been here for most of it.
Yep, that's right. Well, we're just lucky to have you. That's
appreciate that.
You do a great job, and elite soccer mind, and good job calling as well.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, I know it takes a lot of work to get into this stuff too. Right?
Yeah, I mean it's not.
It's not just show up and go.
No. And
I just appreciate it, and not everybody gets to know all that stuff either. Like,
right? Yeah.
For some people, it comes easier, and Granted, you got to see a lot of these players already here with UWS and even some of the other teams around the region. So
I haven't gotten a chance to cover a lot of these athletes and over my years, and like I said, some of these guys are multiple year guys with Duluth FC, not just with the UWS either. There's a
good foot.
Inagaki, by the way, got the ball taken off his foot there. Now here is Roy Nazawa. Nazawa here for the Blue Greens toward midfield. Saez, who's playing on a yellow card. Now it's Sulemana. Nice touch there for Mateus Gomez, who now comes across the midfield stripe. Switching at Valsecki. Sulemana. Valsecki coming forward on the right foot. Now playing it a little heavy there, though, intended for Nazawa. And that's, again, one of those little touches that'll be there later in the year. Just a little bit heavy on it. But, yeah, a lot of these guys are players I'm familiar with. Of course, you mentioned Seth Davidson, Jacob Wiles in the back, Alex Paredes, who's back again. This is his third or fourth year. I'd have to ask him. It's one of those. Nathan Porter, who's starting today, number 4 in white. This is his third year with the Blue Greens. And a couple guys that have not seen the field yet. Joao Magalhaes on the roster this year in his second year. Harvey McLaughlin in his second year, also not in the lineup today. But it's been experienced. Parker Chasty, who is one of the reserves today, plays at St. Scholastica. Barry Chasty's son. Barry Chasty, former assistant coach with Duluth FC. So it's a tight knit group. Yeah, it's a club that has a lot of ties to the area now, and each year they're getting more and more of them.
I think that's just a testament of soccer here in the Twin Ports.
Yeah,
has gotten better and better.
Yeah, there was, of course, that 1 year also with Duluth FC was rated number 1 in the country before they were upset by Med City in the playoffs. That was another notable season for the Blue Greens. Undefeated up until that game that year. Now Seth Davidson gets bundled into from behind. And looks like we're going to have a substitution now for the Blue Greens as well. It looks like Gabriel Rossman is going to come in now. He's the first substitute. He'll take out Mateus Gomez here for the Blue Greens. So one Brazilian for another. Rossman into the field here in the 66th minute. Now this scoreless draw here between the Blue Greens and the Outlaws. Abdallah now with an angling ball on the near side. There's Nathan Porter. And now Nazawa on the run. Nazawa against Cohen. Now touches it past him. Nazawa coming in on the edge of the 18. Left-footed cross, back post, and overcooked it. Couldn't curl his foot around it. He had Sulemana and Seth Davidson both making runs in the 18. Just couldn't quite keep it in play with that left foot. There'll be a goal kick here coming up for Andre Ferreira, who has the biggest save of the game, stopping Seth Davidson on that first half penalty kick. Otherwise, it's probably a different game right now, as it is. Scoreless as Porter now with the toss. Fertile Doralist now gets barreled into. It'll be a foul called on Teiji Ikigami, who came in as a substitute earlier on. And it'll be a free kick now for the Blue Greens at a good spot. About 30 yards away from the goal to our left, manned by Andre Ferreira. Right now, 5 Blue Greens, including Jacob Wiles, coming up. Nazawa and Porter also joining in. It looks like the Outlaws are going to hold the line near the top of the 18 here as Sulemana stands over this one on the right foot. Sulemana curling it back post, looking for Wiles. Heads it down. There's a chance. Shot attempt there by Davidson, and it was blocked away either by Ferreira or one of the defenders. And now they're trying to come back the other way. Infomani. Now Valsecki will take it wide, and he'll play it off of the on-rushing Koki Ogawa, by the way, who came in as a substitute earlier on as well. And it'll be a throw here coming up. Seth Davidson's had a couple of really good looks in this game here so far. Porter now on the throw. Sulemana heading it up into the air. Now in the middle, and Dual Abdallah now will go to the right side. Yali Cohen laying a ball to basically nobody. Right to the waiting foot of Mateus Valsecki, and now Rossman playing it on the far side. Abdallah will play it wide. Send it over midfield now. Back for Mateus Valsecki. Now Rossman. Getting a step now on the far side. Here is Ikigami. And we tackled out now by Wiles. We'll have a throw here coming up. Into the 70th minute. Throw coming up now right in front of the Siouxland United bench on the far side, although there's only 2 players sitting, or actually 3 players sitting. Those are the 3 guys that have been substituted here so far. Rossman now on that far wing. Now Suleiman, a nice touch with the right foot there. Now back for Suleimana, and it'll go out of play. It'll be another throw here coming up for Siouxland United. I'm feeling this could be a single goal game, the way things are going here. K2 Infomani. Now pole size. Davidson. Vertile Dorless. Valsecki will switch the field now. Here's Nathan Porter. Now Rossman. Porter. Nazawa. Roy Nazawa. Now back for Rossman. Rossman now. Size. Gets a step. Tried to get a shot away in the 18. Now Seth Davidson. Back outside. Vertile Dorless. And that will be taken off his foot. Throw coming up here now for the Blue Greens. Looks like Valsecki wants to take it as he comes running up from his right back spot. 71st minute. Throw comes in. Dorless couldn't handle it. Throw coming up now for the Outlaws.
I was going to say also the crowd, really nice crowd. It continues to keep filtering in, but we're going to watch these low clouds coming here too. I think there could be a little change in the weather.
Yeah, it could be. We still got about 20 minutes of game time plus whatever added time Brian Wood feels is appropriate here before we close out the evening, but so far the rain has held off.
Wouldn't be a Memorial weekend without a little rain, right?
And the Twin Ports, yeah, right. Kind of come to expect it. Xavier Davidson will take this throw now here for Siouxland United near side. Yeah, like you said, it wouldn't quite be a Twin Ports Memorial Day weekend without a little shower. We had a little rain this morning, not a lot. Throw coming up now near side. Davidson will take it. Sho Sakurai, by the way, is also in, and we're going to have a foul called, maybe a handball. Free kick here coming up. Joseph Wilson will take it here now. Plays it short now, Paul Saez. Got a little too fancy there, ended up turning it over. Now picking it up is Cheyenne Inagaki. Rossman able to take him off the ball. Now Valsecki on the far side. And an angle of ball. Headed up in the air there by Xavier Davidson. Cohen now, flick it wide. Inagaki. There's a turnover. Now here's Seth Davidson. Davidson on the run. Playing it wide. Tried to play it wide. And then Davidson got tangled up there with Abdallah. We play on here. Valsecki. And tackled out. 74th minute. And both teams going to make substitutions here. It's going to be Sam Carlos that's going to check in now, the Frenchman here for Duluth FC. Plays his soccer, by the way, at West Texas A&M University, which is a Division II school. He comes in now. And he takes out Akeem Sulemana, who had a very nice Blue Greens debut here. Showcase some of the skill that he has. Plays his college soccer alongside Nathan Porter at Union Commonwealth. Only played in 5 games this year, but had a couple of assists in those 5 games, and you can see why. Very nifty. Something that we talked about, Craig, earlier on.
Substitution in for.
Well, and as you said, it takes a little bit to get that gel work together and get back the game speed, just being over the winter time and getting back to it here.
Free kick now on the far side. Porter will take it with the left foot, lifts it in toward the back. Oh, it's headed down, ball's loose. Davidson put it right in on target, and Ferreira reaching out with his right hand, making the save. That was tricky. Seth Davidson done everything but score here so far here today. Big target, like I said, between 6'1" and 6'2" is Seth Davidson, and
he's got some ups too.
Well, here's another turnover now, near turnover anyway, and now they're going to have a foul called on Davidson. As come flying through there was Abdul Abdallah. Yeah, at 6'1", 170 is what he's listed at. And talked about him in the first half, Craig. 15 goals, 8 assists in his rookie campaign for UW Superior, helping lead the Yellow Jackets to their 8th straight NCAA tournament, which is quite a feat, really.
Yeah, it sure is. And even that, a bigger run in UMAC championships as well.
Exactly, 9 of those in a row. Now off the free kick. Inagaki playing it through the middle. Shot attempt, and they score.
Flags up. Flag's been up.
Yep. Good call, Craig. Now Nozawa. Hitting a ball over the top. Carlos putting pressure on, and now the ball cleared to the far side. The goal would have been Ikigami's, but instead the flag went up right away, so we play on here in the scoreless draw, 77th minute now. Here's Porter playing it on, Nozawa. Trying to play it into the middle, try to cross it. Now Nozawa. Nice step around move there by Roy Nozawa, and now he'll play it out off of Xavier Davidson for a throw. So game getting a little stretched now. It's about that point of the contest where you'd expect that. Some tired legs out there. We played nearly 77 full minutes, and there's a flick now by Nozawa that goes out of play. Goal kick now for Ferreira. And Cohen is now going to sit down in the box, and we'll have a bit of a delay here. And I'll give everybody a chance to hydrate themselves. So again, scheduled as of right now, Wednesday the 27th against Joy Athletic Club. That's tentatively scheduled for 7 p.m., but again, we'll see. And keep your eyes on Duluth FC social media to find out if that game's going to still be played at that time or even on that day. In the meantime, both teams now are going to take a hydration break. This will add a little bit of more time to our stoppage tally at the end of regulation here.
Yeah, that celebration that's coming up, that's due to the young Denfeld team that died in a car accident and played on the football team, I believe it was. So they're doing a celebration out here on Wednesday, which I think that is open to the public as well.
Okay. Looks like Cohen is going to come off. Wonder if he took it up high a little bit there on that one.
Maybe he
substitute.
sat down well after the play,
He
so
did,
maybe
yeah.
maybe he kind of felt like a pull on something, a muscle or something. But
He came in as a substitute earlier on in the half. So a tough game for Yali Cohen. He came in like I played about 20 minutes and then got banged up. Checking in for him, by the way, is Xavier Brown, number 23 in orange. So off the restart now on the far side.
Siouxland substitution in for Cohen, number 23.
Here's Rossman out the
Brown.
interception. And now Carlos gets taken down from behind. Free kick for the Blue Greens now as we're about to go into the 80th minute. Getting into that crunch time stage here of this one. And on the outside now, Inagaki and dribble out of play. It looks like he did. Alex Trent, the head coach, didn't like the call.
right in AR's hip pocket.
Throw comes in now on the far side. Koki Ogawa. Ball in the middle. Nazawa now intercepts. Roy Nazawa, who's had an active game here so far in his first ever Duluth FC contest for Nathan Porter. Nazawa now able to keep his feet there. Flicks it outside now for Seth Davidson. Nifty job there by Roy Nazawa. Scored 10 goals in his rookie campaign for Casper College in Casper, Wyoming. 10 goals, 6 assists for him in his first year. And he's shown that he has some skill for sure. Here is Carlos now. Seth Davidson. The mill now, Rossman. Gabriel Rossman turns and gets a shot away and wasted it with the left foot. Got under it that time. And one thing you play on turf, you're going to really have to make sure you get over the ball when you hit it, otherwise it is going to rise on you. Goal kick now, Xavier Brown near side. And this one not a play, deflected off of Paul Saez. And the sun's trying to peek out here, Craig, as we get into the later afternoon, almost early evening here in Duluth. Now Rossman on the turn. Nazawa laying the ball forward.
Good ball.
And the flag goes up now for Davidson, and yeah, that was tight as well. Half step off there for Seth Davidson. Good idea, though, from Nazawa. I get a feeling that Seth Davidson's going to score a few goals before the season is over. 15 goals, 8 assists. I mentioned that. He was the leading scorer for UW Superior during the season in his freshman year. That's saying something, too, on that
He's
team.
got good size, too.
Yeah, 6'1". He listed him about 170. He might even be a little bit more than that. And head coach Joe Mooney was kind of comparing him favorably with another former Blue Green and another Twin Ports product, and Jake Kidd, who just completed his UWS career, playing alongside Davidson, by the way, for the Yellow Jackets last year. Up the throw now, Xavier Brown here for the Outlaws, playing that ball forward. Now touched out of play. And it'll be Duluth FC throw now near sideline and their own end of the field. Those are kind of the fun stories that you get a chance to be a part of, Craig, when you do this for 10 years, as we talked about earlier. You get to see the
Well,
kind of
not only
relationships.
that, just thinking about all the UWS games that I know that you've called. I've been a part of a lot of those, too, over the years.
Yeah.
But to see some really fantastic play, a lot of, both on the men's and women's side, all-time scoring records and all kinds of different feats that have been displayed there.
Yeah, 8 straight NCAA tournament bids for the men, 5 straight for the women. So, yeah, UWS has certainly established themselves as a soccer school, shall we say, on both the men's and women's side. In the meantime here, now here's Yotaro Furutami Sending a ball through, and that one will deflect out. And they're going to say it's a corner kick. So this is the first corner kick of the game here now for the Outlaws. 84th minute. And what has been a very
dangerous one at
yeah,
that.
Exactly. Yohei Iguchi is jogging over to that corner flag. He will take it on the right foot here now for Siouxland United. And this is where the plays start becoming a little tighter here. 5 minutes and change plus whatever stoppage time Ryan Wood decides is appropriate. And Iguchi. Drilling it in. Rising up for the head ball, now cleared away by the Blue Greens. Bringing it down now for Otani. Sends it back in. Warnell picks it up. Overhead pass now to the outside for Valsecki. Now Davidson. Fertile Dororlis, who's been a little quieter in the second half. He was active in the first half.
Boy, he's got good football skills.
He does indeed. Very quick feet. Now Porter. Wilson. Looking in with the left foot. And a couple players coming together there, and they headed out here for the Outlaws. There'll be a throw coming up. Porter looking to toss it in quickly. And we have a player down, and it is Dorlis. Kenji Vertile Dorlis, who is grasping that right hamstring, and that would not be a welcome sight. Hammies are notoriously difficult to heal, and they're slow to heal. It's like Will Mindstrom is going to make a substitution anyway here. He's talking to somebody over there. I didn't get the number yet. Well, Nathan Porter's doing some juggling. Showing some skills here over here. Ball tricks from Nathan Porter.
Hey, you see the trainer bench back there, a pretty busy place.
Yeah, Cohen is still over there, and now Bertel Dorlis is having a little chat there with Will Mindstrom in his first year. Now a quick throw comes in. Checking in, by the way, Manu Lorenzo for Duluth FC, number 20 in white. Iguchi now for the Outlaws. Near side, headed out by Wilson. We'll have a throw here coming up. 86th minute now. Xavier Brown on the throw. These two teams, again, will meet in June. June 19th, in fact, for a 7 p.m. game down in Sioux City, Iowa at Bishop Heelan High School.
Substitution for your Blue Greens. In for Berto Dorlis, number 20, Manu Lorenzo.
Now Porter. And that'll be a throw here coming up. Porter will give it a toss. Let me get some movement here. Rossman. For Nazawa. Flipped up in the air. Ouch. Yeah, that one coming in there was Tokiogawa, and Wilson looking for the foul call. He's talking to the referee about that. Now ball going to be cleared forward, and it'll be a free kick now for Siouxland United. Standing over this one now, Ken Naito. The 88th minute. Iguchi and Naito having a conversation here. Iguchi on the right foot, Naito on the left foot. Left-footed ball now toward the back post, and that one will carry through everybody. Out for a goal kick here. 2.5 plus stoppage time remaining here. I almost see the sky on that far side, Craig.
Almost.
Almost being the operative word. Warnell giving it a ride now with the left foot. Headed out of play now far side by Kushida. It'll be a throw now for the Blue Greens. Valsecki on the toss.
Ouch.
Ball bounding around. It came right off the head there of Gabriel Rossman, and now he hits the deck.
Yeah, that was number 55 there for Siouxland.
Golly Cohen.
Yeah, he's over on the bench there. Looks like that might be more of a thigh issue there.
Big ice bag looks like on his right thigh. Meanwhile, Rossman still trying to get back up. One of several Brazilians on this team, Gabriel Rossman.
Somebody else getting a jersey on over there.
Rossman, a native of Vitória, Brazil. Now he's going to come out. We'll have a drop ball here as live play was happening during the injury. Or we should have a drop ball anyway. We're now into the 90th minute, but I would think there's probably going to be a good 2-3 minutes of added time here. Maybe even more than that. We've had a couple of injury stoppages here in the second 45 minutes.
Not sure if they're waiting for, it looks like.
Looks like they're going to make a substitution. Is that Parker Chasty getting ready to come in?
Number 15.
That would be Parker Chasty. So Parker Chasty checks in. Talked about him earlier on. The son of former assistant Blue Greens coach Barry Chasty, who is in the stands today. I saw him at halftime. Now on the overlap, the Outlaws trying to cross it in toward the middle. Zurkai had a look at it, and now that one is headed wide by Koki Ogawa. It'll be a goal kick here coming up. That's probably the most dangerous opportunity that the Outlaws have had in the second half, as we're now in extra time.
There you go, right there.
So Chasty comes in. Now he's back out. Rossman is back in. That was about a 30-second season debut there for Parker Chasty.
Good way to hurry up, get dressed, and
come on in the
stretch
game.
the legs.
Yeah, we'll get you back out of the game again. So we're in extra time here. We'll see how much added time there is. Porter coming forward now for Duluth FC. Throws in. Carlos gets pushed in the back by Xavier Brown, which will lead to a free kick right near midfield. And Wilson with that big foot will take it here, it appears. Big boy. I'd say Wilson's a good 6'4", maybe even 6'5". I think he was listed at 6'4" for his college this past year, that being Alabama Huntsville. Stones over this one with the left foot. Now he'll play it short. Here's Porter. Porter playing it on. On the run now is Lorenzo. On to Lorenzo. Porter. The footed cross into the middle. Rising up is Ferrer, and he'll grab it. Mizawa rose up for it, so did Davidson. But Ferrer able to latch onto that one. He'll hold on to it here. I'll give it a ride up the near side. Size trying to bring it down for the Blue Greens. Wiles. Now Rossman off the interception. Lifting it over the top, looking for Nazawa. And it'll go out of play. Brown will take the throw here now for the Outlaws. Porter going down. Does a nice job to get it to Rossman. Gabriel Rossman. Squaring it now far side as they switch for Valsecki. Mateus Valsecki will lay it back now. Jacob Wiles. And wasting that one to the far side. Another throw here coming up.
Let's see how much extra time they're going to run here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. The official time, of course, is kept on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Now Nazawa on the turn. Seth Davidson laying outside for Size. Porter making the outside run. Carlos. Porter laying it inside now, and that one also will be grabbed here by Ferreira. Wouldn't think there'd be too much time left. On to the far side as the ball comes for Ikigami. Teiji Ikigami playing it off of Rossman on the far side. It'll be another throw coming up. It's looking like both teams might have to settle for a draw here and 1 point in the standings. And we have a push in the back here now. See how much longer, like I said, Brian Wood lets this go on here.
Might get an opportunity.
Warno stands over this one. Rossman now trying to flick it to the outside. Now another foul going to be called, this time on Sam Carlos for Duluth FC. It'll be a free kick now for Siouxland United, right near midfield. Off the restart now, Pereira. Sending it outside. Xavier Davidson back for Ferreira. Long ball forward. Skips off the head of Jacob Wiles. Warno. This is one of those where you just send it as far as you can send it and hope for a good bounce. Seth Davidson now. Valsecki hanging that one up. Mazawa trying to find it for the Blue Greens. Now it takes another deflection. Wilson. Sakurai. That'll be out of play, and now Wiles is down, and I'm wondering if he's starting to cramp a little bit here.
Yep.
And Jacob Wiles now getting to his feet. Throw for Xavier Brown. Yep, and that'll do it. So both teams will sell for 1 point in the standings. And I'd say a pretty fair result based on what we saw tonight. Duluth FC certainly had chances in the second half. But the two teams played to a 0-0 draw here after 90 minutes. And Duluth FC now will head in that second game with Joy Athletic Club, sitting at 0-0-1 on the season, while Siouxland United will be 1 victory and 1 draw here so far after tonight. I'd say it was a pretty typical season opener, Craig. A lot of good moments and some moments that were probably not so good. Plenty to work on here, I think, for both squads. But at the end of the day, I think probably a scoreless draw was about the result that the game deserved.
I would agree with that. I mean, the first half, you look at Duluth FC, the Blue Greens held a little bit of a territorial advantage there and not really getting any real good looks. Second half, though, they did get some good looks, but they're, again, still playing it a little bit tentative and safe on that, not to give up anything.
Right, yeah. Like I said, this is that time of the year where try to work on the build-up. The finishing touches just probably aren't where they need to be. I know Seth Davidson will feel like he probably should have had 1, maybe even 2 goals today. But at the end of the day, Duluth FC and Siouxland United settled for a scoreless draw. These two teams will meet again on June 19th. Down in Bishop Heelan High School down in Sioux City, Iowa. That'll be a 7 p.m. opening kick. Our next scheduled broadcast, as of now anyway, emphasizing the as of now portion of that statement, will come up on this coming Wednesday against Joy Athletic Club, the team that knocked Duluth FC out of the MPSL playoffs a year ago against the Goats. Again, scheduled for Wednesday, May 27th. Right now, tentative start time would be a 7 p.m. opening kick in the pregame with yours truly and Craig and the rest of our crew. About 10 minutes ahead of time, probably about 6:50. But again, very likely to change depending upon, again, how things end up with the scheduling front, with the ceremony for that Duluth Denfeld student who was killed in that car crash. And because that certainly is an important thing as well. So for more information on all that, you can always go to DuluthFC.com, or you can also check out the Blue Green socials, Instagram, X, and Facebook to find out when that game, if it gets rescheduled for earlier in the day, maybe on Tuesday or Thursday instead. We'll see what ends up happening there. But as of right now, as we go off the air tonight, our tentative start time for that game against the Goats would be on Wednesday evening, and should make for an interesting ball game there as well.
And we also want to thank our broadcasting partners, Spirus St. Luke's, as well as Cirrus Design and Volkswagen of Duluth.
So there you have it. That's our season opener. Looking forward to more. We hope everybody back home enjoyed the broadcast, and we hope you'll join us throughout the year as we bring you more Duluth FC soccer as the 2026 season rolls along. So for Craig Morrissey and our entire crew, this is Matt Johnson. One more time repeating the final score. Final score here in the first game of the season for the Blue Greens from Walt Hunting Stadium at Marv Heikkinen Field. Duluth FC 0, Siouxland United 0. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll hope you'll join us again on Wednesday. This has been Duluth FC Soccer, brought to you by the iFan Sports Network on ifan.tv and YouTube.